Today I'm gonna try to make Gordon Ramsay's chocolate donuts. First, I'm going to make the dough. It's a tedious process, but it'll help get the dough to a light, fluffy texture. I'm starting off by mixing sugar and milk in a pot. We just need the sugar to dissolve and the milk to be warm. Then let it sit for 5 minutes. Ramsay uses fresh yeast, but I couldn't find any at the grocery, so I'm just using dry yeast. To activate the yeast, I'm pouring half of the hot milk mixture from earlier. Now I'm going to sift flour into a bowl. I'm making a well in the center and adding in egg yolks. Oh, and don't forget to add butter in the hot milk mixture and just let it sit for 3 minutes on low heat. Okay, back to the flour. Now I'm gonna pour in the yeasted milk from earlier. Now pour the milk and butter mixture we just made. Just mixing in the surrounding flour as I go. And I'm just warming up some more milk because my dough looks dry. According to Ramsay's video, the dough is supposed to look moist and elasticy. Okay, I think that's pretty close. Now it's time to knead. I'm sprinkling some flour so the dough doesn't stick to the table. Carefully pour out the dough and sprinkle some more flour. And now, following Ramsay,
just pull it over and push in. And every time you're sort of turning it, almost like you're turning the dough into itself.
Now I'm transferring it to a bowl. Oh, and wait, we need to add some more flour to the bottom of the dough. This is so it won't stick to the bowl later. And tightly seal it. And now we have to let it rise in a warm place for 1 hour. While I wait, I'm gonna make the ganache, which is a whipped filling made of chocolate and cream. First, heat up the cream. Then add in honey to taste. Cut the chocolate into smaller pieces to make it easier to melt later. Then add in cubed butter. When the cream mixture is almost at boiling point, remove it from the heat and pour it into the chocolate. Mix until the chocolate has melted, then switch to a whisk and mix again. Ramsay says this will help lighten the heavy texture. And let it cool down in the fridge. So it's been about 1 hour. I'm going to check in on the dough. Okay, perfect. It's doubled in size. Let's roll it out. I'm rolling it out to 1.5 centimeters in depth and cutting it into 12 pieces. Okay, I'm not sure about this size. I think it's too long for a donut. I'm aiming for square pieces, so I'm gonna cut these in half. And now I'm gonna let it rise for another 40 minutes. While I wait for the dough, I'm going to prepare the powder for dusting the donuts. Ramsay uses melt powder and sugar. I decided to sift mine because I used icing sugar instead of granulated sugar, so it became a bit clumpy with the melt powder. It's been about 40 minutes. The dough has doubled in size again. It feels really airy and light. Let's start frying. I'm cooking them on medium heat for about 30 seconds on each side. It should become a golden brown color. The donuts are too hot to work with right now, so I'm setting them aside. And I'm bringing back the ganache that I set in the fridge earlier. I'm whisking it one more time. And now I'm transferring it to a piping bag, and we're just using a small plain nozzle. Oh, before I pipe the donuts, I need to dust the donuts. This is the sugar and malt powder mixed from earlier. Okay, and now we just stick the nozzle into the bottom of the donut and squeeze in the ganache. And they're ready to serve.
Okay.
All right, that looks good.
Looks kind of like Timbits.
We're going opposites.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. Very fluffy.
And I would pay money for this in a bakery.
I give it 10 out of 10.
I give it 9 out of 10, but that's personal preference.
Do I hear Ramsay?
So this is a recipe by a celebrity chef.
Oh my god! Did I just critique a Gordon Ramsay recipe?
I think he just added a lot more chocolate.
It looks exactly the same.
Okay, yeah, no, it has had more
Yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Have a little more.
Yeah. I know it sounds
Yeah.
weird, but it's a light donut.
Like, I already prefer this to like most of the donuts I've eaten in my life.
Even though the process was tedious, I really enjoyed making these donuts. It was rewarding to see the texture of the dough and the ganache come to life, and the donuts tasted really good.
Can confirm, it's like you're holding air. Can confirm.